Hey, everybody, welcome to the broadcast. It is your girl, The Rose Show Live. And today, you guys, seriously, y'all, yes, I'm a Southerner. I use the word y'all. Y'all, we are talking to, you ready for me? I'm saying it here first, TikTok royalty today. Yes, we are. We are talking to my girl, Keenya Kelly, who has done amazing things in growing on TikTok. She is going to give us the real deal Holyfield on how you can grow and monetize TikTok. Honestly, she's the real reason why your girl is on TikTok. And I have seen all of the success that I have. So as we're getting ready to come into the broadcast, you guys say hello to me, tap in. Say, hey, girl, hey, let me know what city, state, or country that you're watching us from. We have a lot of people who are watching us in the Caribbean. Thank you so much for tapping in. If this is your first time ever experiencing Visibility is Power TV with The Rose Show Live, I am a video visibility coach and producer, helping you to show up confidently on camera, shine your inner light, and monetize your story because your visibility is power. I'm glad that we have Florida in the house. Sharing is caring. Go ahead, tap in, invite another entrepreneur, your friend, your business bestie who has said the following. I know I probably should be on TikTok, but I don't know what to do because I can't dance. I don't know how to lip sync, and I don't want to drop it like it's warm. Well, I'm here to tell you, you don't have to do any of those things. And we're going to go through this journey with Keenya today, talking about how she started on TikTok, what drove her to go there when many businesses weren't really showing up on TikTok. She's going to share one of her go-to on how you can get started on the platform. And haha, we have an opportunity for you to join her 3-day TikTok business challenge. You guys, this ain't surface stuff. I'm telling you, she drops the gems. It's absolutely amazing. You can go ahead and sign up. I have the link right here in the description. I love it. Joyce Gilmer says all of those reasons. Joyce, good to see you. Glad that you were here, guys. Thank you so much for tapping in. Our guest is absolutely amazing. Kenya Kelly and I have been cousins. That's what we call ourselves. Facebook cousins for a very long time because we have this fascination with the royal monarch. And last year, we had the opportunity to actually meet each other in person at a conference in California. She's amazing, and I'm excited to bring her to the show today. You guys, give some round of applause, some emojis for my girl, Keenya Kelly, TikTok expert. Hey, girl.
Hey girl, hey, I'm so excited.
I love
I love
it.
talking
I'm
about
so
TikTok and being with you. So let's go.
I love it. I'm so glad that you are here. You've been on TikTok for about 2 years.
Yeah. Hmm.
And Kenya, the things that you have encountered in those 2 years, I gave a short stat, right? I'm just going to run down here. You have close to 500,000 followers.
Yeah.
Okay. You have made six figures. You have helped
Yeah.
others make 5 to 6 figures. You're on your way to 7 figures. Okay.
Yeah.
You have
Yes.
worked with recognizable brands like Verizon, and the list goes on and on. In 2 years, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just saying 24 months. Let's do the
Yeah.
math. It's
Yeah.
amazing. So, Kenya, let's start at the beginning because
Yeah.
I often tell people this and I live by this. A lot of times we see people's glory. I just talked about all of the
Mhm.
glory, but we don't know their
Mhm.
story. So, let's talk about when everybody else was saying TikTok is for 14-year-olds and they're dancing on TikTok. There's not any business happening there. What prompted you to say, I'm going over to TikTok?
Yeah, for sure. So, before TikTok, I was focusing on my brand design business, doing consulting and design work. And when the
Mhm.
pandemic hit, I'm somebody, I believe that God created the whole world. So, I mean, he's the most strategic person on the planet and has the best insight. So, I'm always somebody who prays. And so, I was freaking out like everybody else, like, oh my God, are we going to go into a recession? What am I going to do? And I just started praying, asking God for a creative strategy. And I heard him say TikTok. And I was like, no, that's the devil. It's like I I had only heard about TikTok in 2018 because my friend Shalene Johnson was doing the baby shark challenge. It
Mhm.
didn't make sense to me. And so I was like, that doesn't make any sense. But because I know God very well, like he's like my literal very best friend, I was like, maybe he knows something I don't know. And so I
Mhm.
said, okay. Now that was, I said okay, but I didn't know what I was doing.
Mhm. Mhm. And so when you did it, what happened?
Yeah. So when I got onto the platform, I felt super old. Now I know I look 21,
You do?
but I'll be 40 again this year. 40 again this year. I'm throwing myself a 40th birthday party next month, even though I'm already 40, but that's a whole nother story. I got onto the platform and I was like, what is happening? Why is everybody dancing? Why is everybody walking around in bikinis? Like, I just couldn't figure it out. And then I saw all the buttons and I was just like, oh my God, this is so complicated. But
Mhm.
I was having these moments where I said, what if this is my moment? That's like my new phrase. What if this is my moment? What if this is my
Love
moment in
that.
time when, if I focus and learn this could be my moment. And so I said, okay, 6 months. I'm going to be here for 6 months and I'm just going to click a button. And because there was no tutorials back then. So I said, I'll click a button here. I'll click a button there. So I have a lot of really bad TikTok videos because I didn't know how to use it. And I just kept trying and trying and trying. And next thing you know, one of my videos went viral. Now it was my cat doing things. And so once my cat went viral 3 times, I said, what if I'm more strategic about my business content? And so I was consistent for months of my business content, and then kaboom, it took off.
I love that. You know what I love hearing this? This is why you have to know people's story. I love that you talked about that it was bad, it was messy, it wasn't perfect, and you were figuring out the things. And then you got the formula by being consistent. You were
Yeah.
able to get some data in order to do something. So, what was the first big, wait a second, we're on to something? Like, was it you sold a product? Was it a brand that reached out to you? What was your first big moment on TikTok that you knew, okay, I'm in the right place?
Well, it wasn't a business video at first. It was, there was a white girl who had gone to a black church for the first time. She wasn't racist or anything, and she was imitating the way black people shout because she just was not used to it. And she was very clear that she was, she wasn't being racist. And so I did
Yes.
what's called a duet, a side by side reaction to her, agreeing with everything that she was expressing. And that video went viral, and I gained like, I think it was like 7,000 followers over a couple days. And it was just like, wait a minute, I'm funny. What if I could be funny and create content? So then I did a video about going through divorce. I mean, this video was probably 7 seconds long. Like, it wasn't even intentional that it was 7 seconds. That's how long the sound was. And so I
Mm.
was in front of the camera and I said, after being married for only 8 months, it was like I was just looking sad and there was text on screen. And I said, after only 8 months, I found out my ex was cheating. And instead of being bitter, I wrote a book. So I pulled my book up and I showed it for like a second or two, and then I put the book down and I did a little jiggle like this and said, and now I made over $400,000. I bet he's watching me online. The video was so fast. It went viral. My books were selling like crazy on my website, Amazon, Kindle. I was like, what in the world happened? And then it clicked. Edutainment. Educate people while you entertain.
I love that. Kenya, you're saying that you didn't know you were funny before this?
No, I knew I had the funny bone, but I didn't know that. I knew I was funny to me, but I didn't
Mhm.
know that I was funny to other people. My sister used to always say, "You're the funniest person." And I'm like, I don't see it, but okay. But the more I did it online, the more I realized, oh, I think I have a funny bone that people are can feel. you know?
Mm. Would you
Yeah.
say that in discovering this edutainment that you have really mastered, do you say that being on TikTok, you've discovered something about yourself that you didn't know?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Like, first of all, when I went to divorce, I didn't know that I dealt with depression, right? And so there was this
Mhm.
aspect of me that was kind of dead or dying or whatever was going on. And I think it was like maybe month 9, maybe 10.
Mm.
I watched people on their platform go, "You just got so much joy. You got so much joy," and just all this stuff. And I was just like, "What are they talking about?" And so I started rewatching all of my own videos and saying, "What am I feeling watching myself?" And I was just like, I think I was disconnected from who I am, like, versus who I thought I was because I had gone through so much. And the
Mm.
more I watched me, I was just like, yes, that is me. That is me. And I rediscovered who I am, but also I discovered this part of me that was like, when you work a corporate job, you have to have
Mhm.
this 9 to 5 personality. So you have to tame it down at your job. And I think that over the last 40 years of working, that I was just tame. And TikTok said, hey, it's 501, let's go. And now I was able to be my 501 personality, which is so much more fun. My clients like it so much. I'm always impressed that the brands, like, I'm like, what video did you see of mine? And they're like,
Mm.
oh, we saw this one. I'm like, that one. QuickBooks, you decided to pay me because for that video, you're like, oh, so like, let's go.
I love this as a video visibility coach, and
Yeah,
specifically the work I do in the visibility world, because I feel like TikTok introduced you to yourself.
agree.
Like, introduced you to who you really are. And so we can
Yeah,
all talk about the bad things that are happening on TikTok. We can talk about all the bad things that are happening on social media. But
yep,
when you really lean into it, you can really discover more about yourself that you hadn't seen before. There's
yeah.
a Facebook user who said something here. I think you would love, Kenya. She said, well, wait a minute now. I got an ex I can use.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't ever show his face. I don't say his name, but I'm like, that's good content, and that
It's
stuff
good
make you go
content.
viral. So now, listen. Let me disclaimer: I'm doing a whole lot less of that these days because I'm still single, and I don't
Hmm.
need men thinking that I'm mad at my ex. I need them to know, in case men are watching, I'm not mad at him anymore. I'm just being funny. Show up,
Yes.
okay? Just in case he's
Yes.
watching.
Yeah, she's available. I love it. I love it.
Look at
You
me.
guys, as you guys are watching this, if you have any questions about TikTok, drop those in the comment section. I love
Yeah,
this in this conversation. So Kenya, let me ask you about this. You've been on this platform for 2 years. You help female coaches learn how to leverage this for their business.
yeah,
Why TikTok? I have my reasons, but I want to hear from the expert. I know
yeah,
the reason why you did it is because God led you there. You were obedient. But now that
yeah.
you've been on the platform for 2 years, why are you, like I like to call, the royalty of TikTok? Why TikTok?
Yes. So let me put it in a business sense. So you've got
Hmm.
Facebook, you've got Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest. They've all been doing what they've been doing all these years. Instagram, all these years.
Hmm.
Here's what they've been doing all these years. TikTok blows up in 2020 and even more in 2021. And guess what happened? Facebook,
Hmm.
Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, they all changed their platforms to mirror TikTok. And so ask yourself this question: when is the last time that you had your business and you were focused on your business and you saw a competitor and you changed your entire business to match a competitor? Never. We don't do
Hmm.
that. We just do what we do. But we have to pay attention to all these social platforms have gone to short form video marketing. Why would they do that? Because it's working, right? So our
Hmm.
attention span now is very minimal. Within 8 to 11 seconds, we are like gone, squirrel, right?
Right.
And short form video marketing is allowing people to get a bite-sized message from you on a regular basis. Like millions of people are spending their time on TikTok scrolling to be entertained, and they've gotten off of Facebook. I mean, some are still there, you know what I mean, and they're on Instagram, but for the most part, people are spending more time on TikTok than they are on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Google, everywhere. And if your
Netflix. Even
Netflix,
Netflix, my friend. Yes.
exactly. And so if your customer is spending all this time being entertained, why would you not want to market your business in a place where they're being entertained? For example, like we would all love to be able to have a commercial spot on the last episode of This Is Us, right? Because everybody's like, is This Is Us or
Yes.
whatever, right? But we know it's going to cost us a lot of money. Well, it's the same thing on TikTok now. So people are there scrolling like, is This Is Us? And if you have a creative marketing message in the middle of their scroll, then it's a huge opportunity. Like I've been on social media for a long time. TikTok is the only platform where I have 100,000 followers, 200, 300, 400,000. It's the only platform that has caused me to get massive brand deals because of visibility.
I love this. There's a couple folks who are asking some questions here in the comments, and I want to get to that because I think everybody's asking. I'm going to pull up Kathy here because she's asking
Yeah.
a really great question. Actually, not Kathy. I'm going to come back to you, Kathy. I want to bring up the other Kathy. She said, "How to first get started? Do you just start with IG Reels?" I already know the answer to this, but I'm going to let the queen answer.
Okay. So the first thing is you have to download the app. That's first things first, right? And
Yes.
then you have to like take TikTok from what you think it is. It's not your kids or your grandkids' phone. TikTok is literally like it knows you. So once you spend time on a platform, it's going to serve you certain things. So your kids are seeing what they want to see, but you got to just, get out of your mind. Okay. Now,
Hmm.
what's the first thing to do to get started? First, you have to spend time just on the platform watching the content. Okay. Engage with the content you like and then disengage with the content that you don't so that TikTok can learn you and so you can start learning the culture of the platform because it's not like Facebook, it's not like Instagram, okay? Also, IG Reels is a copycat of TikTok. I use IG Reels, right? But every single platform is mirroring TikTok, okay?
Hmm.
So, how do you get started? You have to first just come on, watch, and then you're going to click on a button that says Discover. Once you get to the Discover tab at the top of the screen, just type whatever it is you do. If you're in fitness, you're in hair care, you're a makeup artist, whatever, just type it in the search and then start binge watching the content of people that are just like you. That's going to really help you to see what you can do on the platform. Okay. But then the
Yes.
last thing is you have to start just playing with the buttons, because you're not going to learn how to use a 3-second timer if you don't try, right? I mean, granted, you can learn it in our 3-day challenge, of course, but like you have to get on and start playing with things.
I love that. You got to get on and start playing with things, which Kathy, I'm going to bring up your question. Kathy said, what is the best way to get started? Is it being funny or just educating or a little bit of both, Kenya?
Yeah. So first of all, you have to determine who you're going to be on your account, right? So
Hmm.
you can't, okay, you don't go there with the intention of copying somebody else or that you have to be somebody different. You've got to determine who are you, right? So Keenya Kelly is exactly what you see, the same way I am here on this camera, the same way I am in person, right? And so I decided long ago when I was building my personal brand that I was going to be like, I have like a couple personalities. One, Oprah Winfrey, very determined. Two, Billy
Hmm.
Graham. Everybody gonna get saved. It just is what it is, right? I'm like SpongeBob SquarePants because you just never know what's gonna happen or whatever. And I'm like Jim Carrey. So I determined years ago when I was building my brand, I was gonna be all four of those things so that nobody would be surprised. So when I got to TikTok, I didn't change who I was. I just changed the way that I'm marketing my message. So on any given day, I will do something really stupid at home with nobody here. So the same stupid thing that I would do at home or around friends, I do it on TikTok, right?
Hmm.
So don't go and be something that you're not. You don't have to be super funny. You literally can be yourself, right? So if you want to be somebody that is you teach visibility, right? And you literally
Hmm.
just want to talk into the camera. You can literally just talk into the camera and you'll begin to serve your audience, okay? If you're
Hmm.
someone and you're funny and you want to do funny things, you can do that as well. If you want to use some of the trends or you want to mix it all in, you can. That's like me. I do trends, I do funny things, I teach, and then sometimes you will find me falling out on a couch because it's a trend and I think it's funny, but you don't have to be all that to be successful. I have a lot of introverted clients that just talk directly into the camera and kill it. I mean, one of my clients, Kathleen, she did one video, went viral, got 50,000 followers in 24 hours, and 20,000 people joined her email list. She is about as introverted could get.
I love to hear that. Kenya, what I'm hearing from you is giving folks permission to create what they want their channel to be. And that's
Yeah,
what I loved with working with you. I've taken the challenge. I've actually also done monetize the talk your course.
yeah,
And one of the reasons why I did not stick with TikTok and was pushing you guys, Kenya kept telling me, "Ro, you need to be on TikTok." I'm like, "No, girl, you got it. No, you should really be on TikTok." I'm like, "No, girl. Oh, wait, girl. I see what you're doing, girl. I need to get on TikTok, girl." But one of
yeah,
the reasons why I was stuck and didn't want to do it is because there were people who were telling me how to show up there, and it felt so inauthentic to me.
yeah,
Where there's already a bunch of people who are doing that. You don't want to go in there and do that. And I just was like, I can't do this justice if I
yeah,
can't show up as all of me, the mom, the first lady, right? The
yeah,
coach, the speaker, the former TV producer. I want to show up as all of me because that's what help me to build a brand all of these years online.
yeah.
So I love that you're talking about giving people to permission to create what they want.
Yes. Yeah, you get to do whatever it is you want to do. Like some people that are here and the business you're building on Facebook and Instagram, you don't want to do that on TikTok. So I have like a business coach and she does a lot of business, on Facebook and Instagram. But there's a whole other side of her that's into chakras and the Reiki healing and all that. And I said, why don't you just go be that on TikTok and build that there? And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you got this over here, you can go be that over there. Like you don't have to bring, you can do whatever you want to do on that platform. It's just really important to go, like, once you start doing that on TikTok, you could blow up like this. It could take
Mm-hmm.
overnight or it could be a little while. Like, I never would have thought that I would be in QuickBooks commercial or Bumble would be flying me out to talk about divorce. I'm like, what is
Mm-hmm.
happening? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like print would have me marketing. I'm like, what is happening? But I decided long ago, right?
Girl, you got a range. Okay.
A
I hear
little bit, a
you.
little bit.
I
I ain't
love
getting no
that.
record deal, but I got a little something,
I love
But
it.
I decided a long time ago that I was gonna show up like me because, like, my overall goal is I want to have these stadium conferences. I want to teach business. I want to get folks saved, heal, deliver. And I'm like, but I need to be able to walk out on that stage with glow sticks to rave music. Because that's me.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But the only
Yes.
way I can get that overall goal is for people to know that person, like, from the
Mhm.
beginning.
I have a lot of people who follow me, Kenya, who are faithpreneurs. These are people who are
Yeah.
just like you and I, who want to talk about Jesus, want to get people saved while holding our glow sticks, all of the things. How have you confidently been able to show up as your authentic self, talking about business, talking about doing TikToks, and also talking about your faith in a
Yeah.
place on TikTok that sometimes can be not
Oh,
so
yes.
nice? How have you been able to do that?
Yeah. So it's not always easy. I mean, even before TikTok, it wasn't always easy doing that on Facebook,
Yeah.
because there's a way that people want you to be. There's a you that people expect. And
Mhm.
I had to have my own come to Jesus moment with myself. And I had to say, Kenya, at the end of all this, like, do you want to be what everybody wants you to be? Or do you want to go and be yourself? And I wrestled with that for a long time, especially after I went to divorce. It was like, do I hide? And, what do I do? Who do I be? And I just had to go, like, I'm miserable not being myself. And
Mhm.
it took a lot of courage. It took a lot of, scary moments. Like, to post my first TikTok video to Facebook. Oh man, it took me forever to do that because
Mm.
I didn't want to be judged,
Right.
especially when I was doing a little bit of dance. But I just inched my way in, and I just kept having to go, Kenya, you have to be comfortable with you, because at the end of the day, these people are gonna go. Like, these people don't pay your bills. They're not the ones praying for you. They're not there for you in the midnight hour when you need something or somebody. And so it's been a journey. I can't even tell you it's been like easy, but it's
Mhm.
just it's just been this slow walk journey. And I know I get judged. I know people chatter about me, I mean, because I'm also a prophet, so I know a lot of stuff that people don't think I know. But it's like I have these moments, and it's just like, but this is not about them. This is about that one person that said, you have no idea. There's this thing you posted 6 years ago, and that changed my life. It saved my life. I'm like, Kinga, this is
Mhm.
about that person you may never hear from versus the chatter.
This is why I tell people all the time that visibility is power, but visibility is an inside job. And we have to
Yeah,
already have the confidence. We already have to have the assurance of our assignment from God. So that way, when
yeah,
we show up in these online spaces and we're challenged or people are judging us, that it
yeah,
doesn't sway you either or, because you're
yeah,
already assured of what God told you to do. So,
yeah,
Kenya, let's get into this. And then we're going to talk about the 3 day challenge you guys,
yeah.
listen, after this, I don't know what else to tell you to convince you to do this 3 day challenge and make sure you follow this lady. But let's talk about some of the great opportunities, because we have only scratched the surface. We talked about Bumble, we talked about what's the other one that you mentioned? There's a
QuickBooks.
bunch,
Yeah.
QuickBooks, but sis, there's been some other notable things, and I want to give you permission in my space to go ahead and brag on God. What has happened in 2 years of you being on this platform? I want you to talk about the major conferences, opportunities, and things that you're
Oh,
working
yeah.
on.
So there's been so many things, when when before I got on TikTok, I had a list because I'm a person that has declarations. I list like things that I'm declaring I want to have happen, and I had all these podcasts that I wanted to be featured on, and I've been
Mm-hmm.
declaring it for years. And once I got on TikTok, people started reaching out to me. I got on Pat Flynn's podcast twice, or Shalene Johnson's podcast, just all these huge podcasts. I was just like a Social Media Examiner a bunch of times, and then I became
Yes.
with Michael Stelzner, the founder of Social Media Examiner. And then I was flown out to San Diego to be on their YouTube channel, on their channel twice. Spoke on the stage at the Social Media Marketing World Conference, like I think 2 months ago. Like TikTok, actual TikTok contacted me and said, "Hey, we want you to be the face of our holiday campaign." I'm sorry, what? We want
Yes.
face of our holiday marketing campaign, and we want to pay you a lot of zeros. I can't tell you how many. A lot of zeros.
This
And
is
we shot,
me. This is the face of me falling out in the spirit. John, I thank you. Woo!
I screenshot that and sent it to my best friend. I said, look.
I
Remember it
love it.
coming to America? He said, Randolph, look. That's how I felt. I was like, look. And 10 videos for TikTok. And then I got invited into one of their programs. I just got accepted into one of Facebook's programs, YouTube's programs, Pinterest programs. I mean, Bumble, Vistaprint, QuickBooks a bunch of times. Like I it I was featured on the Drew Barrymore show.
Mhm.
Netflix reached out to me. BET reached out to me. Lifetime reached out to me. I'm just like, it's been a whole situation.
But it's all started because of an act of obedience that didn't make sense to you at the time,
Zero.
sis. Didn't
Yes.
make sense, but
Nobody
God
was
knew.
talking about TikTok. Nobody. I wasn't talking
Nobody.
about TikTok, and nobody I knew was talking about TikTok.
Wow, I love it. There's a couple people who are asking, how do we get in contact? How do we get in touch with Keenya for her guidance? Well, let's talk about that because in the description of this video, and I'm gonna drop the link here in the chat, I say we, like I'm a part of the team. I'm just here to
You
support
are.
my
You are
friend.
part of the team.
Listen, Kenya has a 3-day TikTok for Business challenge. You
Yeah.
guys, listen to this. Talk about the challenge, friend.
Yeah. So one of the things that I know is happening is that 99% of the business world is still not
Mhm.
on TikTok and they don't get it. And so because we know that, we're always trying to help as best as we can, because I don't offer one-on-one services because the demand is just too grand and we can't help everybody, but we can help in groups. So we do a 3-day challenge once or twice a year, and it takes place, it's like nightly. It starts on Monday. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It's at 4 o'clock Pacific time, and which is 7 o'clock Eastern. And every single night I teach live for an entire hour. And you're able to be there with me, get challenged, learn all these different things inside that challenge every single night. At the end of each night, I give you a direct challenge, a thing to do on TikTok. And then you come back and tell us what the results were. And then we just continue to work together as a group. And the last time we did it, Mercedes applied one of the tips to her video. And in 7 days, she made over $20,000 from one video. She said, I made more money in one video than I made all year long
Hold on a
during the
second.
3-day challenge.
Kenya, I don't want us to scrape over that. I need
Mhm.
people to really hear what you just said. You gave one tip doing
Yeah.
a free
Yeah.
challenge, which
Yeah.
only doesn't cost money, just costs the investment of our time. And this person, Mercedes, did what you said, and she reaped the benefit of $20,000.
Yeah, 20,000 in 7 days. Now, I will say this, the challenge now is no longer free. The challenge is $7. And
Oh,
the reason why,
girl,
yes,
that's
and so
almost free.
exactly. So the reason why we did $7 was because we said, okay, how do we teach business people how to be smart business people? And we're like, if we keep giving it to them for free, they're not actually seeing the investment for themselves. And so we asked for $7, which obviously nobody's getting rich off of $7, but we charge 7 because we're like, no, if you pay 7, you're more likely to show up and you're more likely to do the work, and you're
Correct.
more likely to teach your people how to pay for your services too. Because a lot of us have a hard time charging for things or wanting to pay for things. So we go, okay, I normally charge $1,000 for the hour. You're gonna get 3 hours. You're gonna save $2,993, but you got to show up. And people go, okay.
It's a no-brainer, folks. It's really a no-brainer. And I'm sorry I misspoke there, but you guys,
Okay.
$7? Come on.
Yeah.
That's not a big
Yeah.
investment.
That's
Seriously. I
Chick-fil-A.
mean, that's Chick-fil-A, that's Starbucks.
Yeah.
Hey, don't take that for the week and invest in your business. And Kenya, I love the fact that you're doing $7 just as a teachable moment for business owners about
Yep.
making an investment in themselves. You
Yep.
guys, I did the challenge. I also took Kenya's course. And in less than a year of really being focused and on TikTok, I've been invited to two summits in the UK. London has always been on my list. So I will
Yeah.
be there in person one day. I believe that. So I was invited to two summits in the UK to speak. I've been invited to many podcasts. We've had brands that have reached out to us. We have a course that's selling. We have more people who are coming into our funnel and connecting to my YouTube channel because of what Kenya said at the beginning. She said,
Yeah.
all of these places are imitating this over here, right?
Hmm.
And so you can use TikTok to be a funnel to your other channels and platforms.
Yeah, because that's my thing. It's like which platform is helping me to get the most amount of people to know that I exist. And so
Mhm.
we use Facebook, we use Instagram, but the number one place where we are being seen more than anywhere else is TikTok. And so we're like, we would be crazy because TikTok's their algorithm is just pushing out content faster than anywhere. Like I can do a live stream and do it on Facebook and I can do it on TikTok, right? And
Mhm.
TikTok will be triple the numbers every single time, triple.
Yes.
Because it's not only because of my amount of followers, but TikTok, my live stream, TikTok pushes the live stream out to people that don't know me. They push it out
Yeah.
to people that they think would be interested in my live stream. And it's just
Mhm.
like it blows me away about what's happening on that platform.
Yeah, and the algorithm, I've seen that a video that I did maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks ago is still in circulation. I have, this is my coach, y'all, my TikTok coach. So I want to brag a little bit because of what I've learned from her. You guys, I have been on the For You page, which is like, how would you describe the For You page, Kenya, how would you describe that?
It's like a commercial page, so it's kind of like people tuned in to see a commercial, to see a movie, to see a TV show, but
Mhm.
the network pushes this thing out to them. So with TikTok, people come on the TikTok to get entertained, and TikTok takes your content and sends it to the people that they think would be interested in your message for free.
Yes. So I have been on the For You page multiple upon multiple times where people have said, hey, saw you on the For You page. Thank you for being. I was somewhere and someone says, girl, every time I pull up TikTok, you are always on my For You page. I'm like, wow, this is working. Right.
Mhm.
And it's not
Yep.
me always singing and dancing. And I just want to say, it's not always doing the trends. Right. Because
Right.
you have a sound, you have a thought leadership that people want as well. So I want to really encourage you guys to really do this challenge. Make the investment. It's $7. Follow Kenya, follow myself over on TikTok. Okay. Tell people how they can connect with you, my friend.
Yeah, for sure. So if you guys want to connect with me, obviously you can go to KenyaKelly.com. All of my social media handles are there. So TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, it's all Kenya Kelly, KeeNyaKelly.
KenyaKelly.com. Okay. You guys, I put that in the chat as well. And I also just want to say this too, my friend. You're doing amazing. It's been so awesome to see your journey and your growth and to see all the amazing things that you are doing. What is one big takeaway you want to give to people as they sign up for this challenge?
Yeah.
What's your big takeaway?
I would say give yourself permission to be successful. Okay. Give yourself permission to be successful. And so, what that looks like is that means you're going to actually show up for yourself. Like we all have dreams, goals, aspirations. We see people doing the things that we've always wanted to do, and we say, I want to do that. But to truly give yourself permission means that you actually start doing. I've always said I want to have millions of dollars. I want to help a lot of people. I don't necessarily want to be famous, but I really want to just have conferences and stuff. But I had to go, okay, but that doesn't start with me just staying in my house and staying quiet and hiding. I had to choose to show up, like when live stream came about, I didn't know how to live stream on Periscope when that came out, but I gave
Hmm.
myself permission to learn. I failed. It was terrible and it was awesome. You know, when TikTok came out, I gave myself permission to have success on TikTok by trying and being consistent with it and not giving up, not saying it doesn't work for me. No, it's me saying I'm going to keep going until it works. You know, I mean, it was like, I think about 9 months ago, I said, I'm going to post content to YouTube shorts and I'm going to
Yes.
do it for 6 months and we're going to see what happens. And I was consistent every single day. We hit our first 2,000 followers, subscribers on YouTube. And then YouTube reached out to us and said, hey, we want to have you in our creator program. But if I did not commit to it, then I wouldn't have been invited into a creator program to get paid for my content on YouTube.
I love it. You know, you got to be in community of people with folks who just cause you to level up. And
Yeah.
Kenya, you caused me to level up, my friend.
Come
I
on.
love your story. I love the success. You guys make sure to join the 3-day challenge. You guys, let me
Yeah.
tell you something. Don't go over here to this lady's TikTok. Y'all listen to me because this is my show and I'm going to say it. Don't you go over to this lady's TikTok and try to binge watch and I'm going to try to figure out this and figure out that. No, stop trying to Google it. Just make the $7 investment and
Yeah.
join the challenge because one thing I know about her, it's not fluff. You are going to
No.
get high value in the time that you spend with her on those 3 days. It's going to be
Yeah.
amazing.
Because we don't just teach TikTok, we teach TikTok for business, right? Because I want to set my you guys up for success of like not just creating and going viral, but how can we make sure that your business is ready for all that? How can we make sure that when that video goes viral, you're able to capitalize on stuff? Like I saw a lady and she did not have a link in her bio, nothing. And she did a video and the video hit like 10 million views by the time I saw it, and she was promoting a product from her network marketing company. And the video just blew up. She was not
Mm.
able to capitalize on any of that because she was not prepared. And so I
Yeah,
teach people how to prepare for to go viral because it's going to happen at some point. It could be a year, a month, 2 months, whatever. It's going to happen. And so in the challenge, the goal is teaching TikTok, but also preparing for what's inevitable.
I love it. Kenya, you're amazing. Thank you so much for being a part of the broadcast today. You guys make sure to follow her on TikTok and again, join the challenge. You know, here's
Yeah.
the thing. I may just come back for another round, sis. I feel like I need
Come
an
on.
upgrade. So I may come
Yeah.
back for another round. How about
For
that?
sure. Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Awesome.
Yes, Deborah.
Awesome. All the people who are joining. That's amazing. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being a part of the broadcast. Listen, make sure you go check out Kenya. I'm going to take you and put you backstage, but don't leave. Okay. Don't leave.
Okay.
You guys are amazing. Wasn't that good? I told you. I told you this was going to be good. Go and join the challenge. If you are frustrated with IG, you're frustrated with maybe some of the things that are happening on other social media platforms, whatever, hey, go and get the wisdom and the information you need to go and be what I like to say an early adopter. It's still time. It's not too late. Don't think, oh, because there's so many people in business now. No, it's not. You heard her just say there's not a lot of businesses that are doing this. So you can be a part of the early adopter crew who are already in there and getting this done. It's absolutely amazing. You guys, thank you so much for being a part of the broadcast. Again, the link to join the challenge is in the description of this video. Also, I am going to text this out to my text community, the link so you can join as well. But again, all the information you need to join the challenge is in the description of this video. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching Visibility is Power TV. I'm your girl, video visibility coach and producer, Rashonda Pratt, known online as The Rose Show Live, helping you to be seen, heard, and paid because your visibility is power. God bless you and talk to you soon.